Hi everyone. So today I want to make a video regarding Mr. John Chang, the legendary Kung teacher, and I found a very fascinating information that was given to me by a friend that I recently met. And this guy basically told me that Mr. Chang had a Facebook page, and I was completely unaware that Mr. Chang had a Facebook page or a social media presence at all. I've heard rumors about it and stuff like that, but I didn't know that I could, find that in English and stuff. And so when I found his Facebook page, I, was so fascinated. So I started looking at all the past posts that he made and stuff like that, and I stumbled upon a very fascinating information that this supposed John Chang account shared. And part of me is a bit skeptical. I'm not really sure if this was Mr. Chang's real account or not. Maybe somebody else that was a friend of him made it for him, or maybe perhaps somebody else who's a excuse me, who's a big fan may have just created an account because they're a big John Chang fan like myself. I'm not really sure what the case is, but regardless, I decided to just dig deeper into this account, and I stumbled upon this very, very, very fascinating post. And in this post, it talks about how it's commonly known, according to guys like Mr. McMillan, I have Mr. McMillan's book, or Mr. Costa's book, that there are 72 levels in Mopai. And to my knowledge, I think I read in one of the Facebook groups, the Mopai Facebook group, that the John Chang reached level 26, if I'm not mistaken. Please let me know in the comments if that is false information, but I thought I read that Mr. Chang reached level 26 within Mopai. Once again, if that's false information, if I'm not accurately stating that, let me know. Maybe it's a lot less, or maybe it's a lot higher, or maybe perhaps it's unknown, it wasn't released to the public. But regardless, so according to this post, it is stated that Mr. Chang system Mopai only has a few levels, and it's not 72. The 72 represents the amount of meridians or chakras or something like that. I don't want to just I don't want to be talking about this information off the top of my head. So let's just go ahead and go on Facebook and take a look at this post together. So let me just go share screen. Excuse me. Let me just go ahead and go to share screen real quick. All right, so this is the post that I'm talking about. Excuse me. This is the supposed Mr. Chang's account. Interestingly, his last name is pronounced Dijong or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it certainly sounds like John Chang is maybe perhaps like a Western pronunciation, and that's perhaps the Indonesian way to pronounce his name. I'm not really sure, but regardless, I'm looking at Mr. Chang's supposed account, and let's just read this off here real quick. It appears to be my good friend Panagiotis, also was a friend of this account as well. He's someone I really like. It's someone who I really look up to. He seemed to have liked the post. But like I said, let's just go ahead and read this post together and see what it actually says. So it says here, in West, it said Mopai have 72 levels. In it misunderstanding, it appears to be there's a lot of broken English here. Obviously, Mr. Chang is obviously from Indonesia, so the grammar is a little bit off. But let me regardless read this again. So it says here, in West, it said Mopai have 72 levels, in it misunderstanding in that these 72 levels mean other meditation techniques. This not accurate because 72 really stands for 72 chakra that branch off the nadi located from Dantian, which are 72,000 in total, but only 72 are considered important. These minor chakra are located in the joints of the body and up to 72, but they're others on head/face to adding up to total 108 points of light, but these not considered important in training. Mopai training main goal is to fill and condense full the Dantian, so these channels can be filled with maximum chi because they connect to Dantian. But to open joint chakra to be able to use chi to the best ability, not easy, and special training is used to do this. Even self acupuncture, acupressure is done or can be done. The focus the chakra and use in vibration like in Biha mantra like Krim or Hang or E amount. Others can help open these chakra to complete levels of development. John was said to have opened 48, give or take, and it is said that if all are open, complete enlightenment is reached. If look into the system called in Vedic tradition Marma Vidya meditation, the training of this kind can be found. Mopai is really just 4 levels base training, and when John Master relocated out of China, he studied and added this to the system to further development beyond Mopai. In Java, the history of Vedic practices go way back and in ways are very similar to Taoist practices but are more advanced. So this is why Java school Mopai different than China Mopai school. So very, very interesting. Looks like my good friend Panagiotis shared some type of link here as well. Let's take a look at what my friend Pan had to share. Oh, it looks like the link is broken. Okay, well, let me just go back to me talking and stuff like that. So yeah, certainly a big eye-opener. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I said that John said within that post. So I'm guessing that this is not a real account made by Mr. John Chang. I'm not quite sure. If anybody has any insight on this, please let me know in the comments. I'm a big fan of Mr. Chang and stuff like that. I always want to hear and gather more information regarding him. So please let me know in the comments if there's any insights on this. So, but yeah, a few things I'd like to talk about and point out. It's stated that, Mr. Chang added some Indonesian Vedic teachings. It appears to be, according to that post, and the Mopai system from China and the Mopai system from that Mr. Chang was practicing. I'd stated that it's very different. But perhaps the biggest eye-opener for me personally was when the post stated that, in Mopai there's only 72 levels. I think that's just a real big eye-opener, and I think that's just really fascinating to me. Like I've always believed that there's 72 levels. Clearly, according to Mr. McMillan's book or Mr. Denalis's book, it clearly states that there are 72 levels. So I find that to be very, very fascinating and certainly very intriguing that this post states that there's only 4 levels. So, and I just want to share one more quick story real quick. When I first heard about the Mopai system from someone, it was like, I was part of this group chat, and this guy said, something like, there's this something called Mopai, and it has 72 chakras or something like that. That's what the guy told me, and I was like, interesting, and I did my research, and I thought, okay, maybe this guy was misled into learning that there were 72 chakras, instead of 72 levels and stuff like that. So I thought maybe this guy was misinformed. But looking back in hindsight now, maybe that guy was onto something, and that guy was like a telekinetic guy as well. He was a telekinesis practitioner and stuff like that, and he was really highly respected by some of the people that I was talking to. Funny enough, that group chat that I was a part of with this guy, the owner of the group chat, lived in Indonesia. So yeah, very, very interesting coincidence nonetheless. But really fascinating stuff. I don't know what to make of this. I'm not really sure if Mopai really had 72 levels or not. I'm not really sure if I'm not really sure what to make of this. I'm obviously still a beginner when it comes to energy work and stuff. Even though I've been meditating for 10 years, there's so much to learn when it comes to energy work. The energy industry is just a fascinating place. I'm always learning something new every single day, and there's various different modalities and systems and lineages out there. And it's really, truly a fascinating world. And so, I really felt compelled to share this post with you because it was a really fascinating discovery for me. And there's just so much, it's just, if this is true, then really, really rewrites our understanding of, what Mopai is and what these levels are and what they represent and things like that. So it's certainly interesting. So that's pretty much all I had to say. Let me just personally take a look at that post real quick to see if I'm missing out on anything. I think I pretty much covered everything. So okay, so that's pretty much all I have to say in this post. I just wanted to, share this post real quick. Let me know in the comments, please, if you have any opinions regarding Mopai or NACOM, if you have any more like information or insights regarding the system and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm always fascinated to learn more about this system because I'm a big fan of Mr. Chang. That's why I have a poster, as you can see in the background and stuff. So yeah, so okay, well, thank you for watching this video, and until next time.